So this came across my desk of this bizarre Frankenstein street triple motorcycle that was spied not too long ago. And boy, I got a lot of things to say about it. First of all, I love seeing these strange Frankenstein bikes that manufacturers test out. I think that there's so much going on with this bike that we can talk about. As you guys know, I'm a Daytona aficionado, very familiar with the platform. I can talk you through some things I'm seeing right here. So a lot of people are wondering, oh, is this an up-spec street triple? Are we gonna get some sort of like street triple double R? Like, what is this motorcycle? And I don't really know, but I can tell you what, they are definitely planning something more sporty with this thing. But don't be fooled, you know, you look at this motorcycle and you might think, oh, like they got a freaking Moto 2 style swing arm, and what is going on with the frame here? This looks like a polished version of a Daytona frame, and the subframe is so strange too. But this is a Frankenbike. This is a bike that they're testing geometry and different things on. But the two things I think are very interesting on this machine are this tiny headlight and this dash unit right here. Those are super low on the bike. If you see where this headlight is and where this dash is, the only reason you would put that there for testing purposes is if you're trying to make some sort of super sport styled bike. The interesting thing though is this headlight right here is the same headlight that you find on the Speed Triple 1200 RR. We had one of these bikes as a giveaway back in 2022. I freaking love the thing, by the way. This headlight right here is the same one as this Street Triple thing. So I would not be surprised if this is some sort of Street Triple RR sort of fully fared thing that they're working on. Because for some reason, Triumph refuses to make a proper new Daytona. Maybe they finally will, now that we're getting maybe the R9 and the 990 RCR, you know, this new generation super sports platform. I would kill for a 800cc real new Daytona, but that is beyond the scope of this video. One thing to note too, is if you look at the side engine cases here, you don't have the fins like you do on the Speed Triple, so this is definitely a 765 mil or some derivative, because these engine cases are exactly like the Daytona, exactly like it. You can see here for passenger pegs, this is all testing brackets right here. That's why this looks so crazy. That's why you've got, you know, a black wheel and a purple wheel. This bike is just like, they just chuck stuff at it just to see if it works. And just because it has handlebars on it right now, that might not be the reason why they're using that. They might be testing something really specifically, and they're not looking to adjust anything with the handlebars just yet. But given that these are so low, you'd have to imagine that some sort of fairing unit is gonna go here, and you're gonna get clip-ons to get this adjusted. The gas tank is exactly like a Street Triple gas tank, a Daytona gas tank. They basically share the same gas tank. And again, this frame right here, this is the same as the Daytona frame. I swear, this is exactly the same. If we take a closer look right here, it looks polished and welded, but that might be because it literally was put together and then just chucked onto this bike for some sort of testing. I do think the subframe is quite interesting. We see we have an Öhlins shock back here. This looks like the same unit you get on the Daytona, on the Street Triple. They've been using for a while. I think that's a TTX. But this subframe is way higher than what's usually on the Daytona and the Street Triple, and it's not a Street Triple subframe. It's not a Daytona subframe. This is some sort of strange unit that they're using for perhaps ergonomics, or, you know, just getting the positioning correct for the rider relative to the gas tank. But boy, this is a strange bike. We see here the hardware for the front definitely looks like Street Triple hardware. Radial mounted Brembos, you have a master cylinder up here. It's fun, they're running direct lines, probably because they're just like, I don't care about putting ABS on this machine, we're just testing it out. The radiator looks really big. I just noticed that now, that I think the radiator is oversized for this machine, but they might have just chucked it on there just so it has cooling, because I don't remember the radiator going that far down on the Street Triple or the Daytona. Maybe it's been upgraded since I've had mine. Mine is a 2014, but yeah. You can see as well the exhaust is just a simple little, you know, whatever unit they had lying around type of thing. I don't think that they really worried about it. This has the same crazy, like, low down, pointy oil pan that the Daytona has, which is interesting as well. Folks, let me take a quick break to tell you about our giveaway GSX 8R. I have honestly been kind of blown away by this thing. Yes, I famously called it the French bulldog of motorcycles, but Suzuki's built an awesome, fun, flexible platform that allows you to lay down serious miles, tackle twisty roads, or just simply commute as well. It's a rewarding bike to ride, and I can't wait to keep enjoying it for the time I have it. Head over to yamanoob.co and become a member to start earning automatic entries that never expire. You can stack them up, apply them towards the current giveaway, or wait until we drop a new giveaway you're more interested in. It's the best way to support the show, and we literally could not do what we do without the thousands of members on the website. You also get access to our Discord server, which is easily the biggest and best in motorcycling. So head over there, sign up, and support. Thanks. Now let's get back into this episode. I see here too, we've got the bar end mirrors, just like the Street Triple has. So that's what lends me to believe that this is some sort of Street Triple derivative motorcycle, but I can't get over the fact that they've got this tiny headlight on it. Why did they put the tiny headlight on there? And what are they testing? It's clearly some sort of geometry update to the Street Triple in some capacity. It's difficult to tell if they modified any of the geometry for the frame. The swing arm is obviously different, you know, different length swing arms and different orientation of swing arms, shapes of swing arms. That will change handling so much. MotoGP teams actually have different swing arms that they'll test on different weekends, longer ones, shorter ones. You know, in the rain sometimes they use different swing arms for more stability and different things, but that's prototype racing stuff. And that's why you see it here on this prototype machine, right? You see here on this prototype bike that you have you know, a different kind of swing arm, and they're probably testing some sort of thing on it. But I gotta say, I really like the way it looks. It is so beefy and it looks so purposeful and like a proper like Moto 2 style, but there's no way that's gonna make it to production. You can see all the wires kind of sticking out of it, like it's just barely rideable enough to go out for a spin around the block to test something, so you know it's a prototype bike. So guys, what do you think? Do you think that Triumph is planning some sort of Street Triple update, or is this a Street Triple 765 double R? Maybe a new generation neo-retro Daytona of sorts, kind of like the Speed Triple 1200 double R. I think that would be pretty cool and would finally quell the people who say that the Street Triple's bug headlights are just so ugly. I don't really think that. I think it gives it a very distinctive and recognizable look as opposed to just having a single round headlight. I do think this one looks quite a bit too tiny for the size of the bike, so it's got to have some sort of fairing on it that's going to come later. Is it going to be an R9 or a 990 RCR competitor? Or are we seeing Triumph update a new super sport motorcycle? And of course, where did they get that freaking sweet ass purple wheel? And if this bike comes with a purple wheel, that would be amazing. Bring back purple Triumphs. I would love to see it. And that's going to wrap up my little impressions on this weird little Street Triple. Thanks so much for checking out today's video. I hope you appreciate it. Drop me a comment down below on what you think. We'll catch you in the next one. See you later. Alas, our time is up here on this video, but the party doesn't have to end. Join as a member over on yamanoob.co. That is my website, linked down below. You'll get entered to win this fantastic motorcycle. It's ending in the month of July. You're not going to want to miss it, but in the meantime, click this video right over here and keep watching yourself some sweet, sweet Yamanoob content.